that. Fucking fix that. Feces! I need some fucking fresh air. Holy shit, it's actually a nice day. That's better. If it like man, it's me, Massie, aka Comrade Massie, aka Colonel Meze to this guy. First time he's seen me. But yeah, I'm here to break down a track of mine for Waterside Live. This one's called Sodastream, with a little bass line sauced over it from my pal Stefan Ayapa. So normally I'm just your anemic looking troglodytic bedroom producer, just sitting in my lair. But sometimes, you know, you gotta get outside in nature, you know, get that oxygen in the lungs and help the creative process and all that. So, you know, I'm here to break down a track of mine that I've had sitting, burning a hole in my hard drive since about 2019. And yeah, I'm gonna release it properly with a whole EP that I'm making a game for. More news on that later. So yeah, this intro, it's just these chords here in this pattern called Woo. And yeah, I stopped becoming scared of like massive chords as soon as I opened up a Geotheory MIDI file from one of his sample packs. And like, I opened that up and I was like, holy shit, these chords are so wide. There's like 10 notes in them and stuff. The project is called Supermax because I remember I was going through a phase of watching documentaries about like folks spending life in prison, just like, just watching this guy's like singing. He's just singing to himself. And I was like, damn, that's such a like catchy little hook. I took that and then I added this beat I put under that. The singing is no longer there because I felt a bit ethically dubious to like sample someone who's in prison for life, but it did inspire it. So I made a beat underneath that. And then eventually I was like, do you know what, man? Like, you know, I don't want to take this any further. I don't really feel comfortable using this guy's like voice and stuff, but it's definitely inspired a nice wee beat. So the reason that has like a fucking dirty little swing on it is that I'm a scumbag and I tend to like automate like everything. So the swing is automated. So this swing, the one that it's tied to, the one that the entire project is manipulated by, that swing here is being manipulated by another automation here. These sort of tracks, like, good luck mixing them, and I've done that with a lot of tunes in the past. When I really want to make dance music, you know, it's quantized, it's, you know, it's there. I make it as easy for myself to DJ and stuff. I wouldn't be try to like blend this tune into other tunes because it's not the one. So this melody here, like I said, this was way up, like maybe not that high, it sounded a bit rough, but you know, it was just a guitar riff before, but I pitched it down. What's this instrument? Like I said, all these will probably be citrus. Yeah, it's citrus, or as I used to call it for many years, citrus. Until I realized the play on words there. I feel like this is fun. I'm just like rediscovering my own tune. It's sick. So yeah, this is pads, probably straight out of like, I know everyone has this sample pack and everyone uses it wholeheartedly, is the classic Jungle 1989 to 1999 sample pack. We all know that one, and we all know, big up Blue Martin. Sick drum and bass producers, I've always loved them. And you know what? This sample pack was a blessing. I'm sure all drum and bass producers just rinse this wholeheartedly. This is why there's so much samey atmospheric jungle out there, because everyone just goes straight in and gets these pads. Lots of bets in here. Okay, so it's a cut out of that. See, I used to be one of these sort of guys that was like, no, I could never use a preset. Presets are the devil. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of, it's like I had that inbuilt you know, snobbery. I had that bias against like, oh yeah, everything should just be made from scratch. A lot of my sounds I do make, like I have a whole sample pack down here that is part of our like, you can get it free on our Truth Hurts Discord server. Truth Hurts is our label, by the way. It's, in case you guys haven't seen it, we do 360 sets inside like video games. And we also had a series called Crowdsourced that then became a series on Boiler Room, one where producers make beats using sounds that people send in. I've got to plug all that. So yeah, Jimmy Edgar has been on it. Sam G's been on it. Jiro Vandal, another of my favorite producers. Igloo Ghost, fucking heaps. Nightwave, Uri. Uri I'd say is definitely in my like top producers of all time. I've remixed one of her tunes even. Look at the amount of fucking bullshit project files I have. This is Danon, Techno Militia, Equestrian 5, Flaccid House, Ham Sandwiches 6, INK Motors. This is the thing though, I know what they are. It makes sense to me. So yeah, anyway, there's this one hit KO sample pack. I use a lot of this stuff. This is like lots of like random sound design I made. I named it onomatopoeically, if that's a word, for all you onomatopoeidos out there. Don't know how that got in there. Pig being shredded by high intensity laser. Anyway, long and short of it is I have a lot of sound design that I've made myself. So a lot of like effects and little bits are that. This is the thing, just don't watch too many of these like, you know, fucking TikTok, Instagram reels and shit where like, you know, they're like, guys, if you want to produce a tune in 30 seconds, this is how you're gonna do it. And this is the only way to make awesome beats. And you're just like, dude, just do whatever sounds good, man. I know that's cliche, but like, honestly, those guys can suck it. I'm going on a lot of tangents here. I hope you don't mind that. Like, so yeah, this was from a separate project that was called Big Billy Bass. There's a nice chord progression I like. And obviously it's got some dirty little, you know, hi-hats have been left over in it and stuff. But that's just chopped in gross beat. I'm a big gross beat fiend. So this second section here, I'm just trying to think whatever else I put in it. Like it has got quite a few elements. What is this here? That's a pattern mode. Oh yeah. So I can tell what I've done with this here, right? This is something I do regularly as well. So this is another thing from the Blue Martin sample pack, right? But originally, if I take this arpeggio off, it sounds like this. It's a tiny cut from like one of the one shots in the Blue Martin Jungle Jungle sample pack. But I have this habit of taking an arpeggiator and then like I'll put the time very fast, put the gate to that and put the slide on and put the gate down slightly and make sure the time is so fast that it's arbitrary basically, and it creates this. So like if I press it now, it makes like a little, it's like, imagine a seismographer, like the, you know, the thing they used to measure earthquakes, you know what I mean? And the fucking earthquakes hitting like that. Or, you know, like a really stressed out teacher fucking snapping the pencil, trying to, yeah, it's like that. That's sound design, baby. So this is, these little ahs are like very processed. So that's an extremely processed, pitched about, reversed thing of, it's Travis Scott, Stop Trying to Be God. It's something I picked up off of Igloo Ghost crowdsourced episode that I quite noticed was when he took an MC Ride sample and then just pitched it up, vocoded it. I can't remember what he did with it, but he just like took an MC Ride sample and then just turned it into an instrument basically. It basically became percussion because he processed it so hard. And I really like that. I remember sending this to, when Jaunt was doing live streams over lockdown, I remember like sending this to her. She did a producer live stream of just getting people to like send in beats they were working on. So I remember Jaunt's reaction to this specific tune, yeah, it had me gassed. Like she's always been very like supportive of all our friends around us and putting people on and stuff. Yeah, so Wade put vocals on this, but I repurposed them for a more disco sounding tune. What you think, boy? See, my mama told me, don't give up. Yeah, this made this one really poppy. And you know, like I liked it. Like his vocals as always are phenomenal. It's like vocal runs and the harmonizing. Worry hard for the family. We make it friends, not enemies. No time for the jealousy. I
tell him just to move on and move on.
So yeah, that's you hearing the Wade vocals like as they were supposed to sound on this. But again, I put them into another track. I think that's covered everything from like this area, you know, these hyper saws here. They're started out as like a preset. So that was a hyper saw, but I've obviously like taken the fucking teeth out of it. I've taken all of the bite out of it, and it's like... So yeah, this section here, you can hear the swing a lot more. It also has this as well here. It's a tiny slice from the Yearning From Your Love Gap Band riff. Just gives it a little bit of background detail. And it like works with the swing as well. So that's just a clay pot one shot. I really thought that was a loop, but apparently I made it myself. I'm smarter than I thought. That's just literally a berimbau shaker. A bunch of these things I haven't even put on the fucking mixer yet. Like, so I've just been like mixing it down, just raw dogging it. So this is a vocoded jagged edge a cappella, and it's obviously been vocoded to the point that got vocoder, it's got filters on it and stuff. Obviously I've like just rolled off the low end on this and stuff. It's just providing like a lot of meat underneath, but it's just vocoded to the point that all it is just like little chords. It's like dynamic little, it sounds like little sidechain chords. He's crashed it, bloody drone. But yeah, this section, the bass is like slightly lopsided, just literally 3 oscillator sine wave. Oh, vinyl crackle over the bit at the end, oh my god. Who the fuck do I think I am? So this section here at the end, the whole thing itself has been snipped off from here. That's the entire track run through gross beat, and it's a specific preset of gross beat that I'm so lazy. I'm so lazy, trust me. Oh my god, the master has been misrenamed as Mater. Right, anyway. So this is this one, right? But if you go 2 sets of presets along, there's a load of great new ones, but yeah, slow triplet, right? Parky and I in the Truth Hurts Discord server, we always do the gross beat test. We do the slow triplets, right? I know it sounds like 3 mentally challenged siblings, but it's not. It basically slows down any track into triplets. So like if I put all these back on, you can see that the end of the track is basically just this earlier part with gross beat on it. And it's lazy, right? But we just have a habit of doing that. Me and my friends love to just throw things through gross beat because it switches up the tune in such a way that it's just, you know? We always call it the Drunken Gay Hobbits preset. Gay in the old-timey, like, you know, sort of non-homosexual sense. Because, you know, it just sounds like a bunch of hobbits going to Isengard, you know, drunkenly after a few flagons of mead. But yeah. Trust me, if you want a bit of inspiration and you're mentally like having a fucking constipated blockage, you should smack slow triplets preset on gross beat over your tune. It just gives it a weird skippy, like drugged out, you know, ketted up version that sometimes you take elements of that, you're like, holy shit, and then I could like get rid of the drums and I'll cut bits out and be like, I just used that slow triplet bit, pitch it back up, you know, so it's back in key with the tune. And keep it. So yeah, I've been Massie. This is my tune. I never even told you the name of it. It's called Sodastream because we were obsessed with the Sodastream at work when we made this, and we were trying carbonating everything. So it sounded like a very carbonated beat. Maybe a nod to Carbonated by Mount Kimby, but probably not. And that's that. So yeah, thank you guys for listening, and thank you very much to Waterside Live for having me here to make a post-mortem on this piece of shit. You know what I mean? Just go through it. I feel like I'm playing like an old school game of Operation, just going in and tweaking it and making horrible buzzing noises. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, and that you have a good rest of your week. Let this soundtrack it. Trust me. Ride your Fiat Panda and enjoy it.